Well, hello. Welcome to the Road to Founders Club on this beautiful Tuesday night. I'm so excited for all of you that have taken your time and joined us. I want you to drop in the comments how many points you got, how many unique accounts that you've got. Let's see them. Woo woo! I'm still at 5, but I know next month this new product is going to revolutionize Xyngular. This is the thing that everybody needs to be fired up about. Everybody's going to earn Founders Club by the end of the second quarter. I just spoke it. Do you claim it? Do you receive what I am speaking over you? Let's go, people. Woo! I'm so excited. I am fired. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little excited about this. Everything that's going on. I'm excited about our new kits. I'm excited about Xander. I'm excited about our books. I'm excited about the new product. I'm excited about the end of this month. I'm excited about going into February and March and all the things. I just cannot wait. So, and then I want you to also drop in the chat which regional you're going to on Saturday. All right. I see Houston, KC, Detroit, Lubbock, KC, Nashville, Tennessee, Orlando. Canada isn't having one. Well, how can they follow the last one? I mean, come on. Just saying. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right. We have got a special treat for you guys tonight. So if you will remember back in, let me think. I want to say, was it December? I think it was December. We played Xyngo. Does everybody remember playing Xyngo? Let me see you shake your heads. Yes, yes. Well, we had a team that won, that got the most points, and they were able to cash in on their winnings last week, and they got a one-on-one with Robin Packard. And it was, she stayed on the Zoom with them for an hour. I mean, it was amazing. They got to ask questions. They got to pick her brain. And so I was like, well, they can't keep all this info to themselves. I'm just saying. So tonight, we have got the winning team coming on and talking to us and telling us what they learned from Robin Packard. I'm going to see, Jamie, you may have to help me. You may have to unmute and help me, but I'm going to tell you who was on this winning team. So it was Jamie Cole, and I know it was Dawn Stewart and Seward. Is it Seward? Seward. And it was, okay, don't tell me. Heather. Tell me Heather's last name.
Larson.
I knew that. Heather Larson and Nevatia. Nevatia. I don't know her last name either. Oh gosh. Okay, there's 2 more. Help me.
Okay. Did you get both Dawns? Donnie and Donna.
Yeah.
Donna Bethel. Mary.
Gosh, I knew I missed somebody. Mary.
Look, I have to redo them all because I wasn't paying attention to who you said. So I'm like, Dawn, Donnie, Mary.
Okay, introduce your team. Introduce your team. Why don't you just do that?
We've got Donnie, and we've got Donna, and we've got Heather, and we've got Mary and Nevatia and myself. There's 6 of us.
Yes. So what I decided tonight was we're going to learn what they learned. We're going to let them give you all the details, all the good stuff, and all the things that she taught them, and the answers to their questions and all the things. So I hope you got your notepad, because when she was talking, buddy, I was writing them notes faster than my hand could take them down. So I'm not sure who's going first, but Jamie, you got that? I can go and look at my thing.
That's me. I was going to go first.
I was saying, I think they know, so they'll just speak up.
Okay. So I'm just going to turn it over to you guys. And we kind of talked about the order today. So, Donna, you just do your part and then turn it over to the next person if you don't mind. And I'll come back and finish this out. So get ready, put your feet up, sit back, and get ready for the most amazing training tonight. And welcome to the Xyngo winning team. I don't guess they have a name. So the winners of the Xyngo. Go ahead, Donna.
Thank you. Okay, so I focused on just her story, what her business story was, what she did to grow, how did she get to where she is now, and then the top 3 things that she did consistently to grow her business through those years. And so the top 3 things was that she did things that she didn't want to do. She had to get out of her comfort zone and get active. One of her things was to get active on social media. She would put a post up occasionally before she was really into it, and just was hoping people would come to her. And she was able to make it to director just on her weight loss story. If you don't know her story, I think she lost 100 pounds or over 100 pounds. So she was able to make it pretty far on that. But she didn't really recruit anybody. And then her big aha moment was when she went to a one of the either Fling or Fest. I don't think she said which one. But she said it was back when they used to do, maybe some of you were here for this, I wasn't, but when they would do the big checks on stage, and she saw Lacey Friend get her $100,000 check and just realized just how much money and freedom was in the business. And so she knew she had to get out of her comfort zone and started calling people and telling them why they would be good at it. She said that was a big thing, is not just to call people and say, hey, I want to do this with you, but give them a why. Why do you want to do it with those people, whether they're happy customers or they're friends of yours or whatnot, just to tell that why. And then she so she did things she didn't want to do. She got active on social media. And then big thing was to show people the value in what we have, both the products and the business. People will pay for things that they are value to them, whether it's hair or nails or drinks or whatever it is. People will pay for things that they see the value in, and putting up just company graphics does not show any value. People want to see our story, and whether it's our personal story or people we know. Some of us don't have a big story yet, or we're working on our story, whether that's business or product, but people want to see people and people's stories and see how this has transformed them. So she said, use other people's story if you don't have your own yet, but get stories out there, get people's actual pictures and how the business and the products have impacted them and impacted you personally. And that's what people see. So those are the top 3 things and how she grew her business over the years and made it to, what is she, platinum ambassador, gold ambassador? I'm not sure exactly, but
She's gold ambassador. Yeah.
okay. So, and then Jamie is next.
Great job, Donna. Mine doesn't have a whole lot to go over that you guys haven't heard. The difference was what I asked about was, how do you fill your funnel when you run up against, those roadblocks and you're trying to fill your funnel? And I know that people talk about the 3-foot radius, and you hear Rudy talk about the 10 pennies. And I said, what's some other ways that you fill your funnel? Because not everybody gets out like that. And she was commenting how much, she's introverted. She likes to be by herself. So getting out and being in a 3-foot radius is not always going to be possible for where she lives. And I can relate to that sometimes, that my 3-foot radius only sees the same 20 people. So it's hard to do, 5 or 10 people a day. But she said, first of all, make yourself do, even if it's just 1 penny a day. If you don't do it in person, then do it on social media. Find a way to do 1 penny a day or 3 pennies a day or 5 pennies a day. And I'm sure most of you have already heard that, you take it and switch it to the other pocket when you've got it accomplished for the day. Talking to somebody new, she said, find that on Facebook. Even if it's just 1 a day, find that on Facebook and make that relationship. Get with that person and, you know, compliment them, get to know them, get in their inbox and build that relationship so that it's real. And, you know, so she said, just because you're not out in public doesn't mean you can't take the same concept and apply it to different platforms. Joining other groups, which I've heard people say that a lot. So look at your 5 pillars and the things that are special about you personally. Join those groups and start building relationships to where you can become friends with them. Obviously, you're not going on there and saying, you know, I like your puppy. Would you like to buy Xyngo? Or, you know, nothing like that. But, you know, start to build those relationships if you have a certain breed of dog, or if you're into a certain fashion, or if you're, you know, whatever it is for you. Um, and start developing those relationships. And she says that she uses a lot of hashtags. For her, hashtags, and I know that a lot of people, you'll hear different things on there, whether they're used as much as they were, but for her, she said hashtagging, you know, if you like wiener dogs, then hashtag wiener dogs, because when other people like that, they will come to your, it will pull your stuff up. So as you're developing friendships and as you're hashtagging and cataloging your life and being consistent, if you're not out in the social world to where you can change those things and meet people, make sure you're doing it there. And a lot of people may not be interested in the business, but always ask. And if they're not, don't be afraid to ask them for referrals. Do you mind giving me 5 to 10 referrals? You know, I mean, you can put them in a drawing for something. You can do incentives for that, or frankly, just ask for a favor. Would you mind helping me out? Because people love to help people. So, and I know that that's something that I lack is I'll get in spurts and I'll ask for referrals and then I'll fade off and I'll forget. But when you ask for referrals, you're expanding that network into their network. So they are still helping you build your business, helping you get out there in the world, and ask them to host. Maybe they're not interested in being in the products, but say, you know, I want to expand in your area. Would you mind hosting me a party? Hosting me an online party, hosting a sip and see, you know, those type of things, because then you're going to meet new people. So those little things that, you know, we tend to forget. I mean, there's no magic answer for it. She does the same steps. She just does them diligently with blinders on. She throws the excuses out the window. She doesn't BS anything through it. And that's how she builds her business. And we're getting ready to, I'm going to get ready and pass it over to the next question. But I did want to say, she recommended a book. She did say it's boring, but it's one of her favorite books because it really impacted her. So if anybody's looking for a book, it's called The Anatomy of Peace. I have that on my to get list. I have not read it yet, but I figure if she can find benefits out of there, by golly, then I need to be reading it too, because I'm always open for new suggestions on that. So that is expanding your network. And Heather is going to go over the next section.
Hi, I'm Heather Larson, and oh, there, now I can see you guys. So I had, you know, I was explaining to Robin that for me, what I often struggle with, and I don't know if any of you struggle with the same thing, but keeping it simple. I've been here with the company for a long time, and lots of things have changed, and there's this way to do things, and then there's this training, and there's that training, and this boards and that boards, and it just gets all jumbled up. And then again, like I'm really just being vulnerable here, but all of a sudden I get so like, there's so much, and which way should I use, and I've lost, who am I really? And so my question to her was, how do you just simply talk to someone to first get them to say yes, and then the other section part of it is, once they've started, okay, what are some simple things that I can tell them? Because I've been around here a long time, and almost like I almost want to blab way too much to them. And then it's like, oh, okay, I can't do all of that. So you don't want to be like, okay, get your 50 people, do your sip and see, do this, get into that group, do this post, do that. It's like, wait a minute. So keeping it simple. Here's what she said is, for her onboarding with new people, is she has created a 4-page worksheet that she gives to people. Eventually she got to the yes part. So I'll just explain it in the order that she told us, but she's got she calls hers the Success Squad goals. So 3 short little goals, kind of those 3 first quick goals. The first one being the enrolling 4 people with points totaling over 500, the quick start. So she doesn't explain to people what quick start is. At the beginning, they don't really care. It's too much information they don't know. Okay, thank you, Melissa. She just said she'll post this worksheet in the group. So you can just kind of listen and then you don't have to write everything down because it's way too much. But the first goal, enroll 4 people with points totaling over 500, you get your first $100 bonus. Goal number 2, which leads to the quick start bonus number 2, enroll 4 people with points totaling over 1,000 points, and you'll get another $100 bonus. Goal number 3, manager rank, hitting 2,000 points and products sold, including yours, and you'll achieve that manager bonus. Okay, so that's all fine and good. So I'm going to use Donna Robbins as an example. Like, okay, Donna, these are the first 3 goals. Well, now what? How do we get there? It's great to have a goal, but what's the path to take? So she came up with 6 simple steps. Step 1, have them do a welcome post. Basically explaining that this is your way of telling the world that you are open for business. And then she's included on the last sheet of it, just some verbiage to kind of help you give a little framework on, you know, kind of some wording that maybe you can start with. Of course, we always want to make it our own personality. And so that's the step 1 is making the post. Step number 2, making a list. Just make a list of 10 and personally contact them to practice. And she talked about, you know, pick some close friends or family members and just ask them, hey, would you do me a favor? Could I just call you? Let's talk on the phone, whatever, for a couple of minutes so I can just practice telling you what I've got, why I'm so excited about it, and choosing people that you feel comfortable with. Again, she's got some verbiage there like, hey, I'm not sure if you saw my post, but I wanted to show you my amazing product line and opportunity. You know, would you support me? I can't wait to visit with you. Just something super simple like that. Step number 3, encouraging them to go live. Telling your friends and followers why you joined. You do not have to, if you don't have products for this, or you do not have to have products for this. If you have them, maybe do an unboxing. I always think that's cool when I see some of you have put a live on and you unbox. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. I should do that. You know, and so these were so helpful for me. Step number 4, showing up. She talked about the importance of showing up every day on social media. Social selling happens with consistency, and it takes people seeing something 15 times before they purchase. And you are your best employee. Step number 5, schedule a sip and see. Schedule a time for friends and family to come sample products and listen to the opportunity. And it can be super low key. And then step number 6, she tells her new partners. Then step number 6 is follow up and repeat. Check back in. People are busy. Statistics show it takes 9 times of talking to someone before they make a decision. And we've all heard this many, many, many times, but fortune is in the follow up. And she goes, and that's all it is. I just keep it super simple. Once she's able to talk to them and they decide that, yes, I want to get started, she goes, okay, I'll send you this worksheet, this 4-page worksheet. And she uses AnyList. I don't really myself know a whole lot about AnyList. Maybe some of you already do and you maybe use it, but she says it's very helpful. It's kind of just that list of things that she doesn't have to take the time to go through with them. She goes like, they can jump in that AnyList and hear about Russ talking about something or hear about Mark explaining something. Or she goes, I don't need to explain the back office. It's all in that AnyList and short little snippets. But they have 2 minutes in their nooks and crannies. They can just check that AnyList and kind of know, well, what could I do now? I've got 10 minutes or whatever. So then back to the how to simply get people to say yes. Donna prefaced it with Robin had gone to one of the conferences and saw that there was some real money that could be made with this. So she decided after she left that event, she thought she'd call someone that she knows really well. She called Crystal Nichols, and she said, "Hey, I know you know that I've been doing something and you've been seeing me on Facebook and following me." She goes, "I want you to come along with me. There's a huge opportunity and I don't want you to be missing out. And I want to build a team with it. And I know you'd be great at it." And Crystal Nichols is an ambassador. So she just got out of her comfort zone and actually called somebody. So that's just kind of a one way to say, hey, and for that, it worked out. Another way is existing customers, or sometimes, we often start people through product, and then we can say something to them like this: "You're really going to love this Gut Collective." I'm just using that as an example. Gut Collective, you're really going to love what it will do for your health and reaching your goals. I would highly suggest that you pay the $49.95 upgrade so you can share this link with your girlfriends, because we know that they're going to want to feel better too. And it's an affiliate link. You might as well get some money back. And then just kind of go there. And if they, say yes, then she gives them that worksheet and off and running. So let me just check my notes, make sure I'm not missing anything. She talked about her top 2 for sure IPAs every day, checking in with product users and then getting them to upgrade, explaining to them the benefits of getting some money back or whatever, and then recruiting new people. Those are the 2 things she really focuses on daily. In the recruiting people, again, going back to that step number 2 of talking to people that you feel comfortable with, just asking them, "Hey, would you support me and let me practice talking to you about this? Or would you support me and, like Jamie was saying, host a party or host a sip and see, and just sort probably that way, because I know that you're not interested in the business." And then who knows, after they get started and you do the sip and see, they might decide, "Hey, wait a minute. If you're going to make the commissions on this, maybe I'll just get started and I'll make the commissions." So Robin didn't really say that. I added that in, but I think it fits. So anyway, yeah, it was awesome to be able to spend that time with her. And it's been exciting to share this with all of you.
Who are you passing it on to, Heather?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, let me check. Passing it off to Donnie.
Yes.
To Dawn.
Hi there, everybody. I am Dawnie. Yes, thank you, ladies. That was awesome. And I know I really benefited from this Zoom. We took notes like crazy. So the question that I asked was, a lot of us, some of us are not too far into it, and some of us are, but how do you tell a story to get so people can see the vision when you don't feel you have a story? And of course, she said, we've heard this before, that you use your upline, you use your other stories, you use your testimonial pages, and you use those and you get value. And I was like, yeah, I've heard that before. But the thing that I really connected, and the one thing I love about Robin is she's to the point and she really makes you think about things. And before each one of us talked to her and asked our questions, we all introduced ourselves and told our rank. For example, I said, "I am Dawnie Seward. I've been into the singular for over 3 years. My rank is gold manager, but I have not hit that in many months." And every one of us said that. And she's like, "Okay, I want you all to stop and think." She says, "I don't want you to feel defeated or feel ashamed that you aren't hitting that rank, because pretty much all of us are in the same boat. That's what we're here in Founders Club for, is because we're trying to build our business." And she said that one thing she was working on with her team was she is doing recognition, and she's doing celebrations and recognizing. And she says, I don't want you to think of your dashboard and the rank that you're at. She goes, I want you to see where you are this month, and every month try to do better and celebrate those and recognize those achievements that you have done. And that's really, with me, with the vision with Singular, that hit home, because that's what we do best. That's what we recognize. And I was like, yeah, you gotta just not feel ashamed of if you're not up to that gold manager and you haven't been there in 4, 5, 6 months or a year. You have to go back to the basics and do the small things and recognize and celebrate each day. And she did do an analogy that she does every day, because she said that she isn't even back up there, and she cleans her kitchen every morning. And I know Heather, the next day after our Zoom, she put in our chat, she's like, I've cleaned my kitchen. And so she got everything out of the way, and every day she starts and she tries to do better. And that's the vision, and the culture is what I think. That's why I'm still here 3 years. And this isn't easy. It's hard. And that's the story and the vision that I am trying to put towards people, is our culture. So that's the story I've been concentrating ever since then. And of course, I do share out of the testimonial pages. And I do use our uplines and our sideline stories as well. I do have a good story too, but I've gained a little weight back. But she said, don't get defeated. Keep going every day. And that's what I learned. It was really a good reality check, I guess. So I hope that helps somebody, and thank you for the option to do this. And I am going to pass it over to Mary.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mary Colclaser, and my question to Robin was, in the past, I know probably when she was on stage at some point, she had talked about doing the punch, punch, jab. And the punch, punch would be personal, personal, and then the jab is singular. So she wanted to make a point that on your social media, your presence has to be basically a reality show of your life. So you want to build value. Am I going to, is somebody going to watch my my day-to-days and see collagen? And why is that? Because I'm going to share collagen because it helped me lose or stop losing so much hair, because I have thick curly hair. Am I going to see her dogs today? I can pretty much guarantee that, because I almost post them every day. So because they're a hoot. But you want to make sure that you're posting stuff to make it interesting for people. So in the beginning, like all of us, Robin said that she had her Facebook locked down at first, but now it's all public for anyone to see and comment. So when you are posting, you want to show value. Why do people want to watch your pages? Why do people want to watch you? And that's the value that you want to show. So for Robin, she had said, that 10 pennies. Well, she lives at a ranch. So her 10 pennies are, she's not going to meet 10 people on her ranch every day to talk about to them. So she does her 10 pennies on social media. She posts, she just had a baby colt. So what she's doing, and Jamie had mentioned that as well, that she's using hashtags. Hashtags, people will look at hashtags that they are interested in and follow those people. So she'll post hashtag horses and she shows her baby colt. And that is how she went from 1,800 people following her to 44,000 people on Instagram following her. That is just like crazy, but it makes sense. You got to get them interested, share value, show how Singular is important. And it's all relationship building. So a lot of network marketing has gotten a bad name because you friend somebody and all of a sudden you're like, hey, would you like some collagen? It's great. And I will get some people that I've friended or they friended me or whatever, and they'll say right away saying, "Oh, have you heard the great news?" And I'm like, "Oh gosh, what are you selling?" You know, and I kind of laugh because it's like, okay, now I understand why people say don't do that because it's all relationship building. So when you are posting and you're looking at people and you are liking or loving their posts and, you know, write a comment, because we all know that Facebook will help that person see your posts more if you are, you know, commenting on others. So it's all about the relationship, like and commenting. If you do birthday messages, ask if they did something fun. Say, I like what you're posting on social media. I hope you had a great day. Did you do anything fun for it? You know, get them to reply with more than just a yes and a no. And be authentic for whatever you are, for who you are. That is so important. Don't just slap a corporate graphic on the screen and call it a day and we'll go, oh, I was on social media today. You know, go live. And as if you haven't done lives, it's scary at first, but you get used to it. Trust me, you get used to it. And just, you know, especially with like the new product coming on, get ready to go live, do some practices as soon as we find out what this is, and share, share, share. So that's what she was all about. Punch, punch, jab, Rocky, let's go. So Navasha is next.
All right, looks like I have an unstable internet connection. Can you guys hear me? Anybody?
Yep, I can hear you.
Yes, okay, perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and get started while we can then. So our last question that we came up with to ask Robin about was, how do you overcome defeat? When you're feeling like you've been knocked down and even trying new things isn't working, or if you're losing subscribers, you're losing partners, when you feel just overwhelmed, beaten up by the continuous setbacks, but you have the vision and the desire and the drive to be successful, but it seems like the wheels just keep spinning while going nowhere, having a year that's worse than the last, and how do you power through? So basically what she said was getting back to the basics. So getting organized, whether that's time blocking, set aside time to create content, that how many product users are you going to check in with every day? How many partners are you going to check in with every day? And it's going to be different. Like she says, she does this full time. For her, it might be 20 people. For others, it might be 3 people each day. And then getting back to the idea of every day cleaning your kitchen. So whatever that means to you, I mean, she goes in and literally cleans her sink and the counters before getting in the mindset for the day, or that's how I interpret it anyways, is that what you need to do to get into the mindset to be fully focused on the work. So that can be metaphorical, like if it's just cleaning off your workspace, cleaning off your desk, or if you need to, you know, get right with the Lord, do that Bible study or daily devotional. So that's how I interpreted that. And then, so number 1 is getting over the feeling of being overwhelmed. So she says, like, to simplify it, setting your goals each month, it should be 1,200 inception, 1 new manager, 1 new quick start. And how are you going to do that? By following up with product users to convert them to partners and be out recruiting new people, which had been mentioned earlier as well. Other than that, taking a look at yourself, doing a self-evaluation, self-inventory at what you're doing good and what you're not doing good. And that was, of course, the homework that she gave us to walk away with by the end of our call. And yeah, I think somebody else had mentioned too, just recognizing your people and acknowledging them where the work is being done well. So that, I think, is all I have. We send it back to Melissa.
Man, did y'all get a lot of nuggets out of this, just like I did? Because that was fantastic, ladies. That was so good and so well spoken and so just you put it out there. And I love application training. I love learning what's working and what you're doing. So I've got an assignment for all of you. I know you all like assignments. So your assignments for the next 2 weeks until we meet again, because we're going to meet again. What date are we going to meet again on? It would be, hang on, let me see. So make the calendar faster than me. It'd be the 13th. Oh, it's going to be the day after our product launch, y'all. We're going to meet again the day after. I'm so excited. Okay. So between now and the 13th, every single day, I don't care if you're scared. I don't care if you got excuses. You plow through them. You can do hard things. Every day, I want you to talk to one person about the singular opportunity. Every single day. And just like she said, if you're new, call a family member and ask them if you can practice on them. I don't care if you're practicing on somebody, but every day you find one person to share the singular opportunity with. And by the time the 13th gets here, do you know how good at this you're going to be? But I want you to commit to every day. That's your assignment. You want the assignments? Listen to me. Listen to me. Look at my mouth. You can do hard things. Promise you're not going to die. You're not going to die. Nobody's going to block you. Nobody's going to tell you that you're stupid. It's going to be okay. You can do this. I know you can. Go ahead and speak life over yourself and tell yourself you can do it and you're going to do it. And what happens if you do it for 14 days in a row until we meet again? What happens if you just get one person interested? Just one. Just one. And you know what? If you get really good at it in the next 5 days, on day 6, talk to 2 people about the business. And then talk to 2 people for a couple of days. And by the time the product launch comes out, you're not just talking about the new product, you're talking about the new product and this opportunity that they are going to get with this new product. See what I'm saying? So we want you to get so comfortable with it that every single person that you're talking to about the product, that you can't help but tell them about the opportunity as well. That's what's going to build your business. That's what's going to get you to Founders Club. Slinging products ain't going to get you there. You've got to find business builders. And if you do it every day, it's going to get easier and easier and easier and easier, because the more you do something, facing your fears does what? It dissolves the fear, right? Because once you do it and keep doing it, the fear's no longer there. That's how you overcome fears, to face it and do it. Do it scared. I'm so proud of all of you that did this and did the training tonight. I love y'all so much, and I'm so proud of you. It was so good. And all of you, all 50 of you at one point that was on here, you are the ones that are taking your time because you want something more than what you got now. And if you keep showing up, that's what's going to get you something more than what you got now. I love y'all. Christy, Stacy, y'all got anything?
Nope, I'm good. Close this out.
Christy?
I think that was amazing. Sorry, I had to take off my camera. I'm in the middle of a field, but you guys, that was incredible. I feel like you guys just rehearsed that for 3 weeks straight, because you were right on point. I mean, the content was incredible, but I'm telling you, the growth that I just saw from every single person that spoke was very impressive. Like, I'm like, whoa, that was awesome. Good job, you guys. And the content was amazing.
Yes.
Thank you all.
All right. So you got your assignment, and get in touch with your accountability groups. If y'all have not been meeting regularly, schedule a time and meet. So that's 2 assignments. Meet with your accountability group, find out where they're at. If you ain't got anybody in your group, or everybody's falling off except for a couple of you, find you a new group, because you've got to find the people. You've got to surround yourself with the people who want this. Okay. I love y'all. Y'all have a great night. See you later.